Hey, this is Gabriel Castro from exoticwoodpen.com. Since my back surgery, I've been teaching myself how to code, and it's been a bit of a challenge. I've developed a couple of websites, and I'm still working on my Exotic Wood Pen shopping cart website. But anyway, that's another story. Recently, I just joined a coding boot camp school. It's like a trade school, if you will. Being that I don't have a job anymore since my back surgery, and it's kind of a good thing because with the type of injury I had and the type of job that I worked in a fast-paced automotive parts distribution warehouse. So my doctor said if I would have kept that job, that I would end up having to have had more back surgeries. So since my recovery, I've been studying code, learning it a little at a time here and there. But anyway, joining this boot camp, I've been spending a lot of time on the computer, obviously, but because of the surgery, I still get a lot of pain in my back, my legs, some nerve damage in the legs, so it really bothers me to sit quite a bit. So anyway, the past couple weeks, I've been working on a sit-stand desk for the top of my desk, like a tabletop version. It's 2 feet by 4 feet. I have a small desk to work off of, or a table actually, and it's been a bit of a challenge trying to make this. This is the second version I've made. It's made all out of basic 3/4 inch plywood and dimensional lumber and some all thread. I've pretty much just used my bandsaw. I've used my table saw as an assembly bench. And anyway, we'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. I'm using 1/8 inch T-nuts into the 2x4, and then I have these metal plates that I cut out that I'm going to screw in over those, and then those will be sure, once those are screwed in, that the T-nut does not back out. Those are screwed in and looking good. Okay, this is the bottom part that's going to hold everything together. And this is only screwed on one side, and this is where these are about 9 inches long, 2 inches tall, about 3/4 of an inch thick, and these are going to attach on here, and I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. These are attaching with 3-inch screws. I'm using a washer. This goes in here like this. Another washer, and that gets bolted in place. Oops. Those are drilled out on the drill press, so I know they're straight. And then I'll do the same thing for the other side. And I have 8 of these, 2 for each side, left and right. I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. So when I assemble this, you can see there's a washer between there, there's a washer there, and then a washer on the outside. And there's a hole in the middle. This is where I'm going to run my all thread, and it's going to go through to this piece here, and then that is where the all thread's going to go through But on this side, that's where the T-nut is. This is where it's going to pull from, going from right to left. Okay, here's what one of them looks like. Kind of get the idea. There's the second one. And both of those will work in tandem with one bar up the middle. Okay, this is the underside. I've got an 8-inch long wooden handle here. It's connected to some 3/8-inch all thread. I've got a bronze washer over here for 3/8 for the all thread, and one over here also. It's connected over here in the middle. So this is two 3-foot sections of all thread, T-nut here, and a T-nut over here. The double nut over here in the middle of the legs. There's actually another one on the other side also. Those act as stops or limiters, so that when this gets retracted to here, this will be at its low point, or excuse me, yeah, this will be flat, it'll stop. Otherwise, it'll be at 15 inches. So this is its maximum height set for 15 inches. I could raise it up to 19 inches. And yeah, again, these arms, adjustable arms, are 9.5 inches long. There are 16 of these. So 4, another 4 on the other side, that's 8. 8 and 8 is 16. These are, I think, about 22 inches long. There's 4 of those. Only one side has the T-nut. That's the back side. And with the stop there, right here, that stops it at 15 inches in height. There are 24 3-inch long by 1/4 inch wood screws, and there are 8 of these blocks right here that these are connected to. This is just a piece of 3/4 inch 2-foot by 4-foot sheet of plywood. Okay, I just attached this bottom piece of 1/8 inch thick hardboard all the way around. So now the legs on the bottom are nice and solid. They're not going to move, just like the top. So it's all one piece now. And then we'll just show you how it all works. So like I said, it's 2 feet wide, 4 feet long, and I just made it with a crank handle. It's just regular all thread, so it's 16 threads per inch, so it takes a long time to lift it up, and the back side sort of crawls up first before the front side lifts up. So this is a long process. So as you can see, it stops at 15 inches high. It's pretty solid. And I'm thinking about extending this nub out a little bit so I can just put a power drill on it. But for right now, I'm just going to keep a crank handle on it. It's a good cardio because I'm not really getting up and moving very much. So that's the thought process right now. I think that's going to change after a couple of days, but Anyway, that is it right there. This is the project completed with computers on it, and this is what it looks like covered up in full use.